Good morning, everyone. It's me, Shelby, again from Camp Potawatomi for today's morning reflection. I have a story to share with you all, and it's called You Are Special. The Wemmicks were small wooden people. Each of the people was carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill and overlooked their village. Every Wemmick was different. Some had big noses, others had large eyes. Some were tall and others were short, some wore hats and others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver, and all of them lived in the village. And all day, every day, the Wemmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets all over the city, people could be seen sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, they always got stars. But if the wood was rough or the paint chipped, the Wemmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads or jump over tall boxes. Still, others knew big words or could sing a very pretty song, and everyone gave them stars. Some Wemmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good, and they did something else and got another star. Others, though, could do little, and they got dots. Puccinello was one of these. He tried to jump high like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around him and give him dots. Sometimes when he fell, it would scar his wood, so the people would give him more dots. He would try to explain why he fell and say something silly, and the Wemmicks would give him more dots. After a while, he had so many dots he didn't even want to go outside. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up and give him a dot just without any reason. He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He's not a good wooden person. After a while, Puccinello believed them. I guess I'm not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wemmicks who had lots of dots. He felt better around them. One day, he met a Wemmick who was unlike any other he had met. She had no dots and no stars. She was just wooden, and her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers, it was just that the stickers wouldn't stick. Some admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star, but it would just fall right off. Some would look down on her for having no stars, so they would give her a dot, but it wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want to be, thought Puccinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. It's easy, she replied. Every day I go and see Eli. Eli? Yes, Eli, the woodcarver. I sit with him in the workshop. Why? Why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill, he's there. And with that, the Wemmick with no marks turned and skipped away. But he won't want to see me, Puccinello cried out. But Lucia didn't hear, so Puccinello went home. He sat near a window and watched the wooden people as they scurried around giving each other's stars and dots. It's not right, he muttered to himself, and he resolved that he would go see Eli. He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened with the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch up onto his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. The hammer was as long as his arm. Puccinello swallowed hard. I'm not staying here, and he turned to leave. Then he heard his name. Puccinello? The voice was deep and strong. Puccinello stopped. Puccinello, how good to see you. Come and let me have a look at you. Puccinello turned slowly and looked at the large bearded craftsman. You know my name? The little Wemmick asked. Of course I do. I made you. Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on a bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he inspected the gray circles. Looks like you've been given some bad marks. I didn't mean to, Eli. I tried really hard. Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think. You don't? No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give stars or dots? They're mimics just like you, and what they think, it doesn't matter, Puccinello. All that matters is what I think, and I think you are pretty special. Puccinello laughed. Me? Special? I can't walk fast, I can't jump, my paint is peeling. Why do I matter to you? Eli looked at Puccinello and put his hands on his small wooden shoulders and spoke very slowly. Because you're mine, that's why you matter to me. Puccinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less his maker. He didn't know what to say. Every day I've been hoping you'd come, Eli explained. I came because I met someone with no marks. I know, she told me about you. Why don't the stickers stay on her? Because she has decided that what I think of her is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them. What? The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you care about the stickers. I'm not sure I understand. You will, but it takes time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, just come to see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Puccinello off the bench and sat him on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the mimic walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Puccinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, a dot fell to the ground. May all your dots fall silently on the ground, for if given by a man, they matter only to other men, and if given by the gods, no one questions the scars that make up your lives. The end. Thank you for listening, everybody, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.